Hi guys, Bardoc here, and I'm finally back with another Death Battle video. Oh, I know, it's been a long time since I did my last one. Almost a year, in fact. But I'm here now. So, without any further ado and any other distractions... Okay, I'm good. Let's just begin. Let's talk about Omniman versus Bardoc. First up with the analysis is there. And I gotta say, they did a good job with it. Omni-Man has begun his analysis is only 2 years ago. And yet they still managed to bring up new stuff there without staying on the old stuff for too long. They mentioned new, bigger, and better stuff there that would one-shot Homelander in an instant. And I could see why they didn't mention those stuff now. And it was pretty good there. I haven't seen Invincible Season 2 yet, but it doesn't look that bad. And Omniman's analysis is pretty good. Bardoc was fine there, nothing really too noticeable. But the only thing I say is that at the beginning of Bardoc's analysis there, they say that only one story is canon. But in the analysis in Bardoc's analysis, they later mentioned how Bardoc went in Super Saiyan, which is confirmed to be a what if story, which flies right into the face about how they're only using the canon Bardoc. So make up your mind there. Are you using just canon Bardoc, or are you not using just canon Bardoc? I know Super Saiyan is something that everybody and their grandmothers want to see. So I guess I can't argue with that. But still, consistency is a big deal here. Anyway, let's just get into the fight now. The fight starts off with Bardoc in a ship flying in space. He's landing on the planet of Omniman, and soon enough there. And speaking of the which, Omniman then comes out and flying at Bardoc and created a nice Mortal Kombat 1 reference, which was also inside Omniman's analysis where he was fighting Homelander, which is a big reference here to Death Battle's matchup of Omniman versus Homelander. Man, and almost a year of absence of Death Battle there, and they put their analysis game into top-notch territory. It's amazing. Anyway, after that, I gotta get into the problems now. I'll stop waiting for later. The lip syncing is just something I got to discuss now. Now, the lip syncing and voice acting is not the best here. I mean, most fights, I nail the lip syncing and the dialogue to a T. But here, for some reason, it's not that good. Take this scene where Arnold is referencing Mortal Kombat 1 there. His mouth is just flapping upwards and downwards like he's a dang darn puppet. That's not how you make the words there. And I'm going to recreate how that line should have sounded like if it was actually real. So, here we go. Yeah, you know what I was talking about? Well, probably not. Anyway, after her Omniman's done acting like a muppet, he then punches his Bardoc in a good Mortal Kombat 1 reference. There, which I feel like Bardoc also should have said something back to Omniman there to make the full Mortal Kombat 1 reference complete. But limitations. And besides, I don't want Bardoc like a puppet either. So after Omniman punches Bardoc then fires his laser beams, and with Omniman dodges before landing a punch on Bardoc. He also said, Omniman also says, "You're just like my son, always sticking his nose into other people's business where he's not supposed to." Where Bardoc replies, "My son could kick his butt." which, judging how people will see the Invincible as Gohan slaughtered, and I'm pretty sure Goku can just one shot on Invincible. So he's not wrong. Anyway, after that we then get a little bit more hand-to-hand combat. Before our Bardoc, gets his butt sat down, or gets a taste of his own ship in his face there by Omniman, who throws the ship right back at him before going right through the ship and blowing it up. And also, I gotta mention the track. Solid as Invincible is not bad of a track. It's just familiar. If you couldn't tell there, it's basically just as Diabolical Invincible Me, or Invincible Diabolical Me, but different. It's the exact same thing. It has the same beats and tones and everything. Only just a little bit different lyrics and beat a little bit. But it's not a bad... It's not a bad track there. It's just copying the homework off of another battle. Which... Come on, man. And people want to see about with a little bit of originality. No one wants to be stuck in your boring reality. Anyway, we then get to see the moon coming around out there, which makes Bardoc turn into his big old gorilla form. Into our monkey doing some damage on Omni-Man, smashing him and grabbing him. Until Omni-Man then breaks out of the great ape's hands, grabs its tail, and then rips it off, sending the big monkey flying. So long, you monkey! After that, Omni-Man does something very, very metal, and used the severed Bardoc's tail as a literal giant hammer, or some kind of engine of pain and monkey tail illness. This sends Bardoc flying, and then Omni-Man then grabs Bardoc and takes him to a sun. Which, I got a question there. Why? Isn't Omni-Man, weak to sunlight? Isn't Omni-Man, weak to suns? If he gets close to one there, then he'll die by the sun's heat. So why is he so close to one there? This is kind of confusing. Anyway, after that, we then get to see Bardoc. He can't die. He's in to take over his sons there, and again, there's a little misheard lyric here. You see, Bardoc is supposedly supposed to be saying, I won't let you take me from my wife! But all I hear was, I won't let you take me away from my war! Either that or he's saying, Where? Either one there. After her Bardoc is done doing his Waluigi impression, he goes Super Saiyan and then starts punching and kicking Omni-Man. And before firing his laser beams, which Omni-Man blocks there and moves away out of there, which leads to a couple of the final scene there, which will also soon lead to the death. See, when Bardoc is in Super Saiyan, all he does is just punch and fire laser beams at Omni-Man. And then the final blow comes in there, where they both go forward at each other there with a perfect shot of the sun. And here's another incident of Omni-Man not doing the great job at pronouncing his words. Here's another instance of what was actually being heard. There. Your time is up! Sion! Yeah. Word pronunciation is a big part of life, my man. Anyway, after that we then get the death, which, you be honest, there was not that good. The death here is just as after Omni-Man had failed to move his lips and somehow managed to say a word perfectly, and I sound like, ah! He then punches his Bardoc's arm, which supposedly explodes, but it's kind of hard to tell. One scene it's there, and the other scene it's just spraying blood there. It's it doesn't even blow up properly. It just has a large bloody crack in it there and just poofs out of existence. Gone, never to be seen again. And then after that, Bardoc then says that he Omniman to say Saiyan without moving his lips. But then and Bardoc tells Omniman to remember the name of Saiyan because there might be more coming to his planet. And then he falls into the sun. And Bardoc falls into the sun. Very slowly. Yeah, because the end definitely drags on there. The death lingers on way too long there. Instead of just as Bardoc just dying by Omni-Man, instead of the great and powerful and glorious death that Homelander had there in his fight with Omni-Man, and Bardoc's death was slow and boring and monotonous. It's tedious. Death just lingers on way too long there. We don't need an entire almost 5 seconds there of Bardoc floating closer to the sun there, but never even actually touching the sun there. And then another 10 seconds there of Omni-Man. They're just sitting there doing nothing there until he finally breaks his silence there by saying dropping an F-bomb. With there still being nothing to do. It takes so darn long there. The track ends there before the fight even finishes. And also, did I forget to mention there, Omni-Man wins. Several people there say that Bardoc definitely should have won there. And people are all angry about it there. Pretty much every single person that ever talked about that match there probably complains about the outcome there, which, to be honest there, I'm getting a little tired of it there. It's like, alright, I get it! The matchup was wrong, okay? But, what, am I going to talk about it too? Let's see how well I can talk about how wrong Bardoc should have won off. Man, am I right, guys? No, I'm not doing that. Because I predicted Omniman to win. And that's right. Right? Eat it! And bite my Christ on a stick, everybody! But in all seriousness there, I do have some problems with the way the Omniman won. First of all, they acted like Omni-Man was the only person doing that big old planet-busting feat. But in reality, he was only 1/3 of it. Heck, they even mentioned it inside of Omni-Man's last fight. So it seems kind of confusing there for them to just do that. Just make sure that he was the only one there. In reality, he was not. Alright, and there was also this one almost star-level durability feat there, which, is pretty darn. It is pretty impressive. But I'm not sure. But stars can kill Omni-Man, so it's kind of confusing. But to be honest, here I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm taking my W, and I'm gonna be the one on top of everyone else there with my W. As I am the one. I am the guy that is in first place with their death battle prediction of the Kickstarter season. And woo! I am number 1. Hey! Anyway, let's get on to the next time. The next time is Joker versus Giorno, which, hey, I predicted that matchup to be next. That's another W for me, baby. Woo! Anyway, enough with the woes. Now let's talk about the battle. Joker vs. Giorno is a long time coming there. And was the matchup there I could easily pin down as being inside of this season. In which I got myself a good season prediction point. So, let's go. To be honest, that day is Last there, the day Omniman vs. Bardoc came out there was a good day for me there because I got myself a whole lot of W's. So, I am having a good day on that day. Anyway, there, Joker vs. Giorno is a matchup I have little to no connections with. There, I never played Persona, and I only know JoJo for the memes there, and Giorno is also one of the most memeable JoJo characters. There's with his fame there being very well known there. You might have heard of it on a little YouTube channel called Slimesicle, perhaps? Anyway, I'm gonna be saying there. I'm gonna be texting that like Giorno is going to win there. Even with all the as well. I'm not just really know that much about Persona. So more of the story there. Omniman vs. Bardoc has its flaws, but it gets itself a 7 out of 10 there because it is still pretty good. And I'm gonna be texting that Giorno, me betting and rooting for Giorno to win the next time on Death Battle. So anyway, that's all for me. So until next time, my name is Barry Tremblay, and I'm not extinct just yet.